Now let's consider, how did ancient Greek philosophers contribute to the development of psychology? As you know, modern psychology emerged from philosophy and physiology approximately 200 years ago, but its roots can be traced as far back as the Greek philosophers and physicians. Although they were not the first people to study what is now considered psychology, their contributions are obvious and have been well studied by historians. The textbook skips over their connections to the field, so we'll cover them briefly here. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle are known as the fathers of Western philosophy. They studied the human mind and behaviors centuries before psychology was an official field. They asked questions about consciousness. How do we think? How do we learn? How do we remember? And even the causes of abnormal behavior. Socrates was alive from 470 to 399 BCE. Interestingly, we know he existed because Plato wrote about him, but historians do not have any of Socrates' own written work. He's probably best known for his Socratic method, which involves argumentative dialogue. It means breaking problems into parts and asking thoughtful questions to get to the bottom of it and find a solution. He was so transformative at the time that the authorities executed him using poison for corrupting the minds of the Greek youth. Modern psychologists are trained to use this method to investigate the many questions they develop. Plato was alive from about 428 to 348 BC, although historians often debate those years. He was Socrates' student, and he was Aristotle's teacher. He is known for founding the Academy in Athens, Greece, where local scholars went to debate the ideas of the time. This institution is known as the ancestor of the modern university. Plato wrote quite a bit about what we consider psychological concepts, and his entire collection has survived more than 2,400 years. One of the things he believed was that the soul has three parts: reason, spirit, and appetite, and that a good life requires harmony between them. Eventually, modern psychologists would elaborate on these ideas when they began to study personality and mental health. Aristotle was alive from 384 to 322 BC. He was Plato's student at the Academy for many years. Throughout his life, he debated a variety of topics and influenced many fields, including philosophy, biology, zoology, physics, ethics, politics, economics, and even music. His ideas about logic and ethics dominated until the Enlightenment period, when modern theories of science began to take over. Although these Greek philosophers didn't conduct scientific experiments, their contributions persisted for thousands of years and formed the foundation for modern philosophy and science, and thus psychology, to develop. Their theories about human behavior contributed to the field of epistemology, the study of human knowledge, its nature, its origin, the methods used to obtain it, and its limits. Scholars in this field ask questions like, what is knowledge? What do people know? How is knowledge acquired? Thus, traces of the ancient Greek philosophers' ideas can be found in modern society. For example, the Socratic method of asking questions is often used in higher education. And as you will see in the remainder of these lectures, psychologists ask similar questions today, but, unlike the philosophers, they use the scientific method to come up with answers.